Hi, my name is Elin and I am turning 60 years old. Divorced and a single mother to my daughter Martha, life hasn't always been easy. I remember the day I made the difficult decision to leave my irresponsible ex-husband. Martha was only 3 years old at the time, and I knew I had to be strong for her sake. The reasons for our divorce were simple yet profound, irreconcilable differences. My ex-husband refused to work, spending his days drowning in alcohol. No matter how much I pleaded with him to change, he remained stubbornly stuck in his ways. Our financial situation deteriorated rapidly, and I realized that I couldn't subject Martha to such a toxic environment. So, I made the courageous choice to divorce him, despite the uncertainties that lay ahead. We parted ways without any child support or alimony, but I was determined to provide for Martha on my own. With grit and determination, I embraced the challenge of being a single mother. Life wasn't easy. I juggled multiple jobs, working tirelessly from morning till night just to make ends meet. There were days when we barely had enough to put food on the table, but I refused to give up. Martha was my driving force, my reason to keep pushing forward. As Martha grew older and more independent, I found myself with more free time. I channeled my energy into building a business from the ground up, leveraging my skills and experience. It wasn't long before my handmade creations gained recognition, and my business began to thrive. Then, just as I was settling into this new chapter of my life, Martha brought home some surprising news. She had met someone, Charlie, her boss at work, and they were engaged. Despite my initial apprehension, seeing Martha happy filled me with joy. It seemed she had found someone who valued her for who she was, a far cry from her father. But little did I know, Martha's engagement would soon bring new challenges and unexpected revelations into our lives. Martha's announcement of her engagement to Charlie filled our home with a sense of excitement and anticipation. Despite my initial reservations, I couldn't help but feel happy for her. As a mother, seeing your child find love and happiness is one of life's greatest joys. In the days that followed, Martha seemed to radiate with newfound happiness. She eagerly shared her plans for the wedding and her dreams for the future with Charlie. I could sense the love and commitment between them, and it warmed my heart. However, amidst the wedding preparations, Martha approached me with a request. She wanted me to meet Charlie before the wedding, a gesture of respect and reassurance. I could see the sincerity in her eyes as she asked, and I agreed without hesitation. The day of the meeting arrived, and Martha brought Charlie to our home. As they stood at the doorstep, I couldn't help but feel a flutter of nervousness. Meeting your child's future spouse is a momentous occasion, one that carries with it a mix of emotions. Charlie greeted me warmly, his polite demeanor putting me at ease. As we welcomed them into our home, I couldn't help but observe the dynamic between Martha and Charlie. They seemed truly in sync, their love evident in every glance and smile exchanged between them. As we sat down to talk, Charlie shared stories of how he and Martha met, his affection for her shining through his words. I listened intently, impressed by his sincerity and genuine affection for my daughter. However, amidst the warm atmosphere, a question from Charlie caught me off guard. He inquired about Martha's father, his curiosity piqued by our family dynamics. In that moment, I hesitated, unsure of how to broach the topic of my divorce and single motherhood. But before I could respond, Martha spoke up, her voice steady as she revealed the truth. She shared openly about our family history, her words filled with honesty and vulnerability. I watched as Charlie's expression shifted, his initial curiosity replaced by understanding and acceptance. Despite my initial apprehension, the meeting with Charlie went smoothly. He proved himself to be a respectful and caring partner, one who embraced Martha and our family wholeheartedly. And as they left our home that day, I couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the man who would soon become a part of our lives. In the days that followed the meeting with Charlie, Martha and I found ourselves immersed in wedding preparations. Martha's excitement was palpable as she pored over wedding magazines, discussing every detail with enthusiasm. However, amidst the flurry of wedding planning, Martha approached me with a request. She suggested having a family meeting with Charlie's parents before the wedding, a gesture of unity and respect. Though hesitant at first, I understood Martha's desire to ensure that both families were on good terms. The day of the family meeting arrived, and Martha and I made our way to the designated location. As we entered the restaurant, I couldn't help but feel a sense of apprehension. Meeting Charlie's family for the first time was a momentous occasion, one that held the potential to shape Martha's future. As we were led to a private room, I caught sight of Charlie's family waiting for us. Their demeanor was polite, but I sensed an undercurrent of tension in the air. Nevertheless, we exchanged greetings, and I extended my thanks for their hospitality. However, as the conversation progressed, it became evident that Charlie's family harbored prejudices against single mothers. Their comments were veiled with disdain, their words a painful reminder of the stigma we faced. Despite their hurtful remarks, Martha and I remained composed, unwilling to stoop to their level. We listened in silence as they belittled our family, their words a stark contrast to the warmth and acceptance we had received from Charlie. However, amidst their disparaging comments, Charlie spoke up in our defense. His words were a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, his unwavering support a testament to his love for Martha and our family. As the meeting came to a close, Martha and I left the restaurant with heavy hearts. Though hurt by Charlie's family's words, we found solace in each other's strength and resilience. And as we returned home, I couldn't help but feel a sense of determination. Despite the challenges we faced, I knew that together Martha, Charlie, and I could overcome anything that stood in our way. In the aftermath of the family meeting, Martha and I found ourselves grappling with the hurtful words of Charlie's family. Their prejudices lingered in our minds, casting a shadow over our preparations for the upcoming wedding. Despite our best efforts to move forward, the memory of their disdain weighed heavily on us. We found ourselves questioning our worth, doubting whether we would ever be fully accepted into Charlie's family. However, amidst the turmoil, Charlie remained a steadfast source of support. His unwavering love and encouragement served as a beacon of hope, reminding us that we were not defined by the narrow-minded views of others. Together, Martha and I leaned on each other for strength, finding solace in our bond as mother and daughter. We refused to let the negativity of Charlie's family dampen our spirits, determined to focus on the love and joy that surrounded us. As the wedding day drew nearer, Martha's excitement grew, her eyes shining with anticipation. Despite the challenges we had faced, she remained resolute in her commitment to Charlie and their future together. And on the day of the wedding, as Martha walked down the aisle on Charlie's arm, I couldn't help but feel a swell of pride. Despite the obstacles we had overcome, we had emerged stronger than ever, united in love and resilience. As Martha exchanged vows with Charlie, I watched with tears in my eyes, filled with a profound sense of gratitude. In that moment, I knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, we would face them together, bound by the unbreakable bonds of family and love. Life after Martha and Charlie's wedding was a testament to the resilience of our family. Despite the challenges we had faced, we forged ahead, determined to embrace the future with optimism and grace. Martha and Charlie settled into their new life together, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Charlie's unwavering support and love provided Martha with the foundation she needed to thrive, and I couldn't have been happier to see my daughter so content. Meanwhile, I threw myself into my work, finding solace in the familiar rhythm of crafting handmade items. My business flourished, buoyed by Martha's encouragement and support. With each sale, I felt a renewed sense of purpose, grateful for the opportunity to pursue my passion. As time passed, Martha and Charlie's love continued to blossom, and I found myself cherishing the moments we shared as a family. Whether it was a quiet evening at home or a lively gathering with friends, each moment was precious, a reminder of the bonds that held us together. And then one day, Martha approached me with a look of excitement and trepidation in her eyes. My heart skipped a beat as I waited for her to speak, wondering what news she had to share. "Mom," she began, her voice trembling with emotion, "I have something to tell you." As she spoke, a smile spread across her face, and I felt my own lips curve into a grin. Martha was going to be a mother, and I couldn't have been more thrilled for her. In that moment, as Martha shared her joy with me, I felt a profound sense of gratitude wash over me. Despite the trials we had faced, we had emerged stronger and more resilient than ever, bound together by the unbreakable bonds of family and love. With Martha's news of impending motherhood, our home was filled with an air of joyful anticipation. As the days passed, Martha glowed with the radiance of expectant motherhood, her excitement palpable with each passing moment. Charlie, ever the doting husband, showered Martha with love and attention, ensuring she was comfortable and cared for throughout her pregnancy. His gentle touch and reassuring presence provided Martha with the support she needed during this transformative time in her life. As Martha's due date drew nearer, preparations for the arrival of the newest member of our family were in full swing. Together, we adorned the nursery with tender care, choosing soft colors and comforting furnishings to welcome our little bundle of joy into the world. Amidst the flurry of activity, Martha remained serene and composed, her maternal instincts already shining through. She spoke of her hopes and dreams for her child, her words filled with love and devotion. And then one crisp morning, Martha went into labor, her contractions signaling the imminent arrival of our little miracle. With Charlie by her side and me offering words of encouragement, Martha bravely faced the challenges of childbirth, her strength and resilience, a testament to the power of a mother's love. And finally, after hours of anticipation, our precious baby was born. A tiny, perfect miracle wrapped in swaddling blankets. Tears of joy filled our eyes as we welcomed our newest family member into our arms, our hearts overflowing with love and gratitude. In that moment, as I held my grandchild for the first time, I was filled with an overwhelming sense of wonder and awe. Here was a new life, a precious gift entrusted to our care, a reminder of the beauty and joy that awaited us in the journey ahead. Together, we embarked on this new chapter of our lives,